míle fáilte, 100,000 welcomes.
I would like to take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to wish all of you a very warm hello.
Guten Abend, Juvaita, bonsoir, good evening, good kveld.
And we finally made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, welcome to a very special evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
The energy in this room is unbelievable. I'm shaking, I'm not even competing.
And this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Maybe one of the songs you'll hear this evening will be the song you'll spend your summer with, or the song you fall in love to, or even the song with which you'll give someone a special message.
Harry and I have watched all the performers rehearsing over the past week, and I can tell you it's not going to be easy to pick a winner.
You're absolutely right.
And they are great, and somehow they're all winners.
All that remains for me to do now is to wish all the performers the very best of luck. Bonne chance, bon appétit, bon voyage.
Welcome to Eurovision 365. Wherever you're watching this from, whether you're watching this live or watching this on playback, you are so welcome. This is Eurovision 365, as I say, and I am broadcasting live across YouTube, the YouTube channel, and we will be looking at the Lithuanian national final, which is happening right now as we speak. Just to give you a flavor of what's going on in Lithuania. At the Icelandic national final, their first semi-final is on tonight, and we'll be reacting to the songs. There's 5 songs taking part there, of course. So wherever you're watching this from, please do get in contact. Please do get involved, because your comment is what makes this Eurovision 365 so alive. So, as I said, we are going to be looking at the Lithuanian and Icelandic national finals, semi-final in Iceland. In case you're wondering, I haven't forgotten that Sweden are having their Heat 3 of the Melodifestivalen, but we will be looking at that at the Melodifestivalen final, and we'll be covering that rather than the heats there. So, first off, of course, it's Lithuania who are having their national final, as I say. But let's take a little breather. Let's take a little look at Lithuania at the Eurovision Song Contest. Here we go.
Po raz pierwszy w historii konkursu
and we're very proud to hand
Of tonight.
The winners of Eurovision vote!
So, will any of the performers taking part in Lithuania tonight not only win their national final, but who will go on to Eurovision, and could they win? Is there a winning song amongst the 10 that will be performed tonight? So we're starting off, as I said, with the 10 songs, and we begin the final actually with Mario Junes, and we finish with Monica on the song Stay. So there's 10 songs in total, and some of these I have reacted to already. I've reacted to 3 of the songs taking part at Lithuania, and I haven't actually heard the other songs that are taking part. So tonight will be a bit really exciting for me, because it will be a chance for me to react my genuine first time watching, and yeah, it'll be funny. So last week we had such a super Saturday, didn't we? We had seven national finals, and Eurovision 365 was broadcasting live from 5:30 p.m. GMT the whole way through to, I think it was like midnight, just after midnight. So it was quite the mammoth finals week. And tonight's going to be a little bit easier, I would say, on everybody. We won't have to look at 8 different devices or 9 different devices. But if you're able to join me here throughout this national final, that would be fantastic. So do please, as I say, get involved. In terms of the songs taking part so far at Eurovision, we have 15 confirmed entries. I have made a top 15 ranking. I'll be looking forward to your comments on that and what your top 15 is as well. And of the 15 songs, I posed a question on Eurovision 365 Facebook group if we had a winner yet. Some people thought we had. Most people thought that we haven't. But with Lithuania, will we have a winning song of Eurovision this year? Now, Lithuania have been taking part since 1994. It'll be interesting to see should they do well in Liverpool. So I think we have started already now. We're not messing about here, which is good. So we're beginning in Lithuania with the first song. It's called Do What You Do. Again, I haven't seen this song. It's by Mario Junes. And yeah, they're just doing a little intro video of him right now. So let's have a look at what's going on. I would love to know what you think about the songs taking part tonight. So please do, as I say, let me know your thoughts and your comments in the comments below. And I will be highlighting comments, so just let you know that will be happening. But anyway, I think it's time for song 1. And here we go. Here is the first song taking part at the National So that is Mario singing in the background there. Welcome, Adam. You're very welcome. No. As I said, this is my first. Yeah, so Mario is giving us his all. It's a bit of a dark song. Can anybody save me? He's asking. Nice shot there. There's two of them on screen. And that was Mario. That is the first song. That is it right now for the first song. It's there. I'd say he's had a pretty decent reaction there from the audience. But what are people saying? We do not hear the songs. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can hear them better now. Okay. So let me see. What are people saying here in the comments? Adam Green, you predict Ruta and Mura will win the Lithuanian selection this evening. Yeah, it's a very, very good song. I like it a lot as well. It's one of the three I did react to. I enjoyed the Alison Moyet texture of her voice. Very, very pleasant on the ears. So. I think we've just had an issue there in Lithuania. It's the thing with live feeds, you know, whenever you're watching them from a different country, they can come in and out. So up next, it is Moonbee, and the song is called Rumor. Rumor has it that Moonbee is going to perform this really well. I hope so. I'm looking forward to hearing it. This will be my first time listening to it. She's on a very retro phone there. In case you're wondering what's happening on screen, let's have a little look. Let's see. Oh. Okay. So this is Moonbee. Oh, hello. Let me know if you can hear the song okay in the background. So, can you hear me okay now? I hope you can hear me and the song now. Okay. It's a groovy feel to this. I like it. So, interesting kind of song this. Yes. Come on then. Thank you, Hilary. I'm doing my best. Yeah. Oh, a little bit off tune there, I would say. A little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. Remember to let me know your thoughts as well going through these songs. It's got a stage set a little bit like we saw with Germany last year. The furniture on stage. Yes, well done.
Po raz pierwszy w historii konkursu
And we're very proud to hand
Of tonight.
So hello, thank you so much. There's a lot going on. You would imagine I'd had all this muting issues from last week when there was Super Saturday, and tonight's a quieter night. So anyways, hopefully you can hear me better now, and thank you so much for letting me know that, because I would talk and talk and talk and not even realize. You'd all be missing my little Northern Irish accent. So yes, as I said, we're about to hear the third song. This is what's happening right now in Lithuania. Again, this is the first time I've heard this particular song as well. So this would be my first time watching and listening to it. And I'm getting good vibes. So let's find out. Only one way to find out what it's going to sound like. Here we go. So yes, this is Need More Fun. Immediately thinking of Kelly Minogue, actually, somewhat. Right, okay, hello. This is like Pan's People. Who's old enough to remember Pan's People? I am. So I'm guessing, this is my first time watching it. Yeah, I was guessing she was off stage, but now she's on. This is something we probably haven't seen before at Eurovision, to be fair. It's original-ish. Yeah. She needs more fun, don't we all? Remember to keep letting me know your thoughts on this song and all the songs taking part as well. Yeah, a little bit different, I would say. I will give this points for being a little bit different. That's definitely what I would say. Yeah. Of course, you know, as a Eurovision fan, that fans from everywhere is watching this feed right now. Yeah, I'm not sure if she's had more fun or not. It's hard to tell, but she's smiling. The audience are smiling. They seem to like that, but I would say probably not the best reaction of the three songs so far. I think that the first song, Mario, got the best reaction thus far. But I'd love to know what you're thinking. Please do keep letting me know. So let's have a look at what people are saying. So hello there, Neon. It seems I'm one of the few people who liked Run with the Lens, and of course, I liked the Rip. I have to agree with you. I'm going to say this. Run with the Lens, I thought was an amazing song. It's one of those songs that kind of was under the radar for me until he performed it at the semi-final. And once I watched him and seen him perform, it was smashing for me. Very, very good. Very, very good indeed. So yeah, so we are moving on now, it seems, to our fourth performer that's taken part at Lithuania, and that's Paulina. I'm not even going to attempt that surname. Let's Let Me Think About Me. And that's a song that I did react to as well here on the channel. So I have heard this one prior to tonight. Of the 10 songs taking part, I have already heard Paulina coming up. I've heard Beatrice, which is song 5, and Ruta, which is song 6. So 4, 5, and 6 of the songs taking part I have heard tonight. And just looking at a poll here on Eurovision World, and Paulina, who's just about to come up onto the stage, is third among that fan poll. But as we found out and discovered last Saturday, fan polls don't usually mean everything, and things can happen, and it's always the public who decide. And it was when we have a shock tonight like we had so much of last weekend? Time will tell. But Paulina is getting ready, as I said, to go on stage, and I'll be reacting to that. So shall we do this? I think we should. Let's have a look. Here's Paulina. Yes, let me think about me. What I love about this song is a sort of quiet, almost timid beginning. Not a lot musically happening. And you're expecting a ballad. However, this is my favorite part. Can you tell? And the lighting here reminds me somewhat of Chanel when the lights went off and on for her part in slow-mo. This is very good. Go on. Great note. For me, easily the best song so far. But we haven't heard it all, to be fair. Yes. Loving the vocal effect as well. She looks really comfortable on stage as well, I would say. Again, going back to this really cool lighting effect, which we saw last year in Turin for Spain. Come on. Ah, love. What a great voice she has. In case you're wondering why I'm talking over this, this is a reaction to the song. That's very cool how she's just on stage on her own. Okay, let's hear this. Oh, it feels good. Oh. Let me think about it. Be interesting to see if the audience are reacting to this, you know, while she's performing. Oh, yes. Very good. Again, not a huge reaction there. It's a bit muted, I would say. But coming up next is the favourite, I think, to win. Yes. Congratulations. So, what are people saying? If anything, you're very welcome here to Eurovision 365. We're going live across the Lithuanian national final, and we will also be making a little drop-in visit with the first semi-final of the Icelandic national final. And actually, there's a little surprise for you all coming up very soon on the channel in terms of the Icelandic national final. Now, what's happening now is we're moving on to song 5. It's Beatrice, Like a Movie, which is the clear favourite among fans. Well, as we discovered last week, as I said, fan favourites don't always win. So as we wait for Beatrice to take the stage, do you think Lithuania could win Eurovision this year? It depends who they pick, of course, but should they choose Beatrice, which is what the fan thinks, do you think that that could win Eurovision 2023 in Liverpool? What's your thoughts? Lithuania have been taking part at Eurovision since 1994. As you've seen at the little video at the very start of this live broadcast, haven't had the best of results, to be fair, but there seems to be a new energy around Lithuania. Nathan Chasti, welcome to you. It's great to have you here. Nathan Chasti says very unlikely they'll be lucky to qualify. Yeah, well, it's hard to know, isn't it, really? It's very, very hard to know what will happen. And of course, nothing is decided in Lithuania. So I am just going to check here the semi-final. I think Lithuania is in semi-final 1, I think. I'll just have a little look. Anyway, I haven't got time to look because we're about to hear this brilliant song coming up. Let's have a look. Come on, Beatrice. This does remind me of Blondie, somewhat. One way or another. It is retro, like so many songs taking part this year and all across the national finals. Yes. This is a lot of fun. Like Monica from last year was a very retro kind of song as well, a different era, but it was very retro, and this again is retro as well. I love that line. Now we're drinking coffee from the one glass. Let me know what you're thinking about this song as well. Are you blown away by the performance? Again, the camera shot the audience, and again, they're quite muted, but that's okay. I'm not muted. I was earlier when the mic was switched off. I'm not now. Come on. Again, when I'm listening to all these songs, I'm wondering how they will be on stage in Liverpool and the reaction that they'll get from a local crowd. There's a real cool vibe to this performer, I have to say. Yeah. Yes. Does sound for me a little bit like Blondie, as I said before, one way or another. I would say I have seen this once before, and I would say the performance has been elevated even more from the first time round. Come on, Beatrice. I love the camera angles as well, the way it's, yeah, brilliant. Now I said they were muted, but I would say that's probably the best reaction. This and Mario at the beginning feels like the best reception by the audience. They're moving along swiftly here in Lithuania, which is a great thing. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So what are people saying? Let's see. Oh, that's a good point as well, Adam making. We're talking about Run with Lions from 2019 just now. It would have made the final if only televoting was used in 2019. I do remember that actually. Yeah, absolutely. But thank you for sharing that information with everybody here. So do we remember what semi-final Lithuania is in? There's so many different countries taking part. What semi-final is Lithuania in? Let's have a quick look. Right, semi-final allocation draw. Lithuania will be in, if I can see it, yeah. So Lithuania is in the second half of the second semi-final, and that will be on the Thursday night. Already selected from that semi-final is Belgium and Denmark and Estonia, Romania, Albania, and Slovenia. So we actually know quite a few songs that are taking part at semi-final 2, which is interesting. The more songs you hear, for me personally, the more I then think of how they will do against their competitors. And semi-final 2 is shaping up to be a pretty decent semi, I have to say. Semi-final 1 looks like it's going to be a bit of a bloodbath, to be fair. And there's still some big hitters to be confirmed there in terms of semi-final 1. Semi-final 1 is not going to be easy to get through. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you very much, buddy. Yeah. So semi-final 2, as I said, we know a fair few songs taking part there already. I'm not sure we have heard a winner from that semi so far. I would say Slovenia, for me personally, is probably the best that we've heard so far, but should Lithuania choose song 4, 5, or 6 from tonight's final, that things could change. So what's happening right now in Lithuania is they're chatting to those backstage, which I am guessing is people who will have the internal jury who will be having their say on the songs. Ruta Muir is coming up next, and the song, of course, is called So Low, L-O-W, not L-O, and that would be interesting to see how that performs. And again, that's another song I heard, one of three that I've heard from this national final. And again, Ruta Muir for me is a fantastic performer, got a lovely velvety texture to their voice, so I'm very interested to hear what's coming up. So what's your favorites from Lithuania as we're waiting here for the second half really of this national final? So we've heard 5 songs so far and we're coming into song 6, so they're speeding through it rightly, so they are, I have to say, and fair play to them for doing that. So yeah, we've 5 down, 5 to go, but what's your thoughts? I like Love of My Life so far. Love of My Life so far. Interesting. So I haven't actually heard Love of My Life. That would be my first time hearing that now when it's coming up here on the national final. And I was just checking there that Love of My Life will be song 8. And yeah, it's quite a few songs in English actually in this national final. Iceland, just so you know as well, Iceland, we will be looking across to Iceland. Their national final begins at 7:45 GMT, and we will be popping across there. We'll be going between Iceland and Lithuania as things progress. So there's 5 songs, of course, taking part at that first semi-final within Iceland. In case you're wondering, the reason that I'm not talking about Sweden, when it comes to Sweden, I obviously love the country. I love Melody Festival, and so Eurovision 365 will be broadcasting throughout the Melody Festival and final rather than the heats. So they're still talking here. As they're talking, why not have a little look at Lithuania's history? Very, very quick history here at Lithuania.
Po raz pierwszy w historii konkursu
And we're very proud to hand
Of tonight.
The winners of Eurovision vote!
So I'm just coming back to a comment from Nathan, who says Lithuania could have won in 2020. I'm not sure that they could have. I know the Rip are very popular, but I wasn't loving that song, I've got to say. I think Iceland were very unlucky to that the contest was cancelled. I've got mixed feelings about that contest being cancelled, to be honest with you. I think it could have went ahead, and I think a lot of us would have enjoyed that. They could have had the performers in their respective TV studios performing their song. We could all have voted for it, and it would have given us all a much-needed boost, a much-needed joy, in my opinion. Neon is agreeing with Nathan. Lithuania had a chance of winning in 2020. It was a very tough year, though. That's the thing. It was such a tough year and such a great year as well, which makes it all the more sad, doesn't it, that it didn't go ahead? And I do think it probably could have went ahead, because now we know that they have backup tapes and backup videos. Don't know if that'll be a thing in 2023 or not. I'm guessing it might do. Yeah, everybody loves Everybody loves that song. I think I don't think I do, but yeah. Well, interesting. I loved Universo. My goodness me, he will love that. Somebody was loving this song. In case you're wondering, it's not all just on me here tonight. In case you're wondering what's happening in Lithuania, they're having an advert right now. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for the adverts. But yeah, wherever you're watching this from, come on in. You're very welcome to this live broadcast here at Eurovision 365, where I will be broadcasting throughout the Lithuanian national final. And this night is going to be much more kinder to us all because we don't have to try and watch 7 different national finals all occurring at the same time. Actually, I made a little blog post on Super Saturday. Super Saturday, Shocking Saturday is what I call it. And it would be great if you're able to check that out. That's on www.eurovision365.com. That's eurovision365.com. So yeah, it'd be great if you check that out because I talk about the different songs that took part and the shocks that happened, in my opinion. That's right, Adam. Lithuania is in the second half of semi-final 2 this time. The same one the UK is voting in, by the way. Yes, absolutely. I do think, as I said when I was listening to Beatrice there, for me, I am now thinking of how the songs will be received in Liverpool, and knowing England well, I would say that it would be, Beatrice would be very, very well received, I think. So Iceland is about to start now. I think what we'll do is we'll stay here with Lithuania. Do you think we should stay in Lithuania for the remaining 5 songs, or do you think we should go across to Iceland? What do you think? I personally think we should stay in Lithuania. I mean, they're having an extremely long ad break right now. But I think it's worthwhile staying because we're halfway through and they were rattling through those songs pretty quick, I have to say. Yeah, that's the thing. It is a final. You're right. That's a good point. I think that is going to be a talking point that we can chat about very soon. How do you think Croatia will be received in Liverpool? Well, you saw my reaction to Croatia last weekend, and that was my first time watching it. It was their winning performance. And I didn't Google anything about the song. I typically don't do that because I want my reactions to be as genuine, and obviously they are genuine, but to be as non-biased as possible. So I'm just always going on the music. So yeah, Croatia might be the opener of Eurovision. So Nathan, does that suggest that you think Croatia is a surefire qualifier then? Croatia is of course in semi-final 1, which is a bloodbath of a semi-final, as I was saying before. Yeah, they're in semi-final 1 in the first half, of course. And actually, we know quite a few songs in the first semi-final as well. Actually, in the first half, so we all know Croatia, Ireland, Latvia, Malta, and Norway from the first semi-final. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see. So what do you all think of Croatia? So what do you think of the song? I'm talking about the song. Not the message, but the song. Because that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the song. I'm talking about the musicality. And I do think it's different. I think it's original. I think aesthetically, it's great. But musically, what do you think? What do you think musically? Share your thoughts. My personal view on how Croatia will be received is, I'm going to say positive, but I'm not sure everybody would get it. So as I was reacting to it last week, it was my first time watching it, and I didn't get it message-wise the first time I heard it. And as I said, I was talking about the music, and I'm still talking about the music. So Nathan is saying that Croatia is whack. Yeah, I don't think I would like. I would actually like Ireland to open the contest, because if they go in song two, like that's pretty much them going home. I would say that's a scuppered. I would say that's the city Zenny of positions, isn't it? Yeah. So we're actually back now. We're back in Lithuania. They're doing a little bit of talking right now, the presenters. But like I said at the beginning, they were rattling through the songs really well, I've got to say. So we're moving into the second half of this national final in Lithuania. Leon says, I don't like Croatia's song. I can appreciate the positive messages, but the song itself would be on mute for me. Sorry. You don't have to say sorry. You know, any opinion is totally welcome, and you are allowed to have your opinion on the song. And that's the reason I say the word song specifically, because it's songs that I'm talking about. I always talk about songs at Eurovision 365. It's not about the people, it's not about anything else, it's about the songs. But personally speaking, musically, yeah, it's different, but vocally it's not brilliant for me, not brilliant by any stretch of the imagination for me. And just like you see, we have Dvorchi currently chatting in Ukraine, and you just missed them. Whoops! Oh no, we didn't. They're on right now. Dvorchi is playing in Lithuania. This is from their national final, actually. So what do people think of Ukraine's entry this year? Personally, for me, it's in my top 5. What do you think? Okay, so let's have a listen to Dvorchi if people want to hear it. I love this so much, I gotta say. Ah, yes. This is a song that actually could be the UK entry. It's got that kind of groovy, modern sound. Dvorchi themselves are really cool as well. Would you be happy if this won the Eurovision Song Contest in Liverpool? Making Ukraine winning 2 years in a row. I can't remember what I said. I'm talking about songs. Song-wise, this is brilliant. For me, anyway. But what do you think? Like I said, it could easily be the UK entry, right? And this runs under the 3 minutes as well. So I'm wondering if there'd be any changes to the song for the Eurovision. I mean, it has a political message, of course it does. Not blatant, but there's a political message all the same. Oh, yeah. Yes. I do hope that they do well, actually. So people seem to be agreeing with me. So we have Nathan. One of my favorites. Very solid song. I agree completely with that. Very solid song indeed. Mike also is agreeing there with Nathan. We're all in agreement tonight. How cool is this? Love Ukraine this year. So getting back to Croatia then, which we were chatting about. Neon was saying, I don't like Croatia's song. I can you can appreciate the positive message, but the song itself would be on mute for me. You also then went on to say, if Croatia opens, people will turn off their TVs. It's more likely Croatia will close the first half. I don't think Croatia will open the semi-final either. Personally speaking, if you were the producer, this is a question for you also. If you were the producer of this first semi-final and even the second semi-final, who and what would be your draw? What would be your running order for the first semi-final? If you were in charge, if you're the producer of Eurovision 2023 in Liverpool, who would you put in? Ian, hello and welcome back to you to the channel. Welcome to everyone that's joining here on the live here on YouTube Eurovision 365. As I say, I'm covering the Lithuanian national final, which is about to go into the second half of this final. But Ian is saying Croatia will probably be second or third in lineup because BBC wouldn't open it with entry that divided fans as much. On that way, it will have least chance to qualify. Yeah, it is a very divisive song in terms of fans. It's one or the other. It's very Marmite, and Marmite songs don't tend to win Eurovision, I don't think. But the thing about it is, what I was going to say as well is, we're all talking about Croatia. We're not talking about Denmark. We're not talking about Estonia. We're not talking about Latvia. Those were all chosen last weekend as well. You know, so 7 countries chose their song last weekend. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Croatia. And there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So and this would be Nathan's draw for semi-final 1. Croatia song number 4, Norway song 1, Ireland song 6, Latvia song 2. I think I'm in a bit of a minority whenever I say I really enjoy the Latvian song. I think it's quite original. And it's very Radiohead, and it's, again, very British. And again, a song I think would do very well when it comes. No problem, Ian. So anyway, let's have a look, because Ruta is taken to the stage. Let's have a look and listen. Let's do this. Oh. Oh, beautiful voice. It's very Alison Moyet vocally for me. This reminds me of Say Hello, Wave Goodbye as well. Oh, yes. Again, retro feel to this as well. This is so cool. Oh, I can see someone behind the phone box. Can you? Hello, you can be seen. Yes. So low, so high. That's not a surprise. We've seen her already. But again, it fits into that retro feel. Roller skates. As I said in my reaction video, we've seen roller skates in 2014 Eurovision from Montenegro. Look at me sing. Can you hear me sing along to that? This is my second time hearing it as well, by the way. I just don't know. I mean, we've got roller skates on stage, but I just don't know how this would be in Liverpool if people would like remember it or want to vote for it. I love it. would people pick up the phone? I don't know. Love this moment here. Aesthetically, it's very pretty. Yeah. Brilliant. I would say the performance I seen the first time is maybe better than this one, but I would say the reaction this time is better than first time from the audience, and that's what matters. That is what counts. Yes, congratulations. I think that's what you said. I agree. So low. Will it be so low, or will it be so high, as they say in the voting? Very pretty song. Neon. Oh, horsey. And like I was saying, there's a very retro kind of feel to that. I'm not being funny when I say this, but there's a real Alison Moyet sound to Rita's voice and singing voice. And soft cell, as I was saying before, and I said in my reaction video, very soft cell. It reminds me a little bit of Say Hello, Wave Goodbye. I think I personally really like it, and I'd be quite happy to see that go to Eurovision for Lithuania. But at the same time, I don't know if people would vote for it. I don't know, but I do think the Liverpoolians would love that. So coming up now, next is song 7 of 10. That's Il Senso, and the song is called Sparnai. Look at me, totally mispronouncing that. But anyway, obviously, I'd love to know what your thoughts are as well. Who do you think will win tonight's national final in Lithuania? Please let me know as well. Who's your favorite to win? And also, who's the best performance so far? I'm going to say the best performance was Beatrice. But I do like Ruta as well. So it's between Beatrice and Ruta right now. So we're ready to go. We are ready to go. El Senso is coming to the stage. Let's hear them. This is my first time hearing this. Oh, very well dressed anyway. That's what you can say. And when it comes to reaction videos and reaction of songs, especially the first time I hear a song, I deliberately don't Google or know anything about them, because I don't want to know anything about them. I want this to be as unbiased as possible, because that's just fair for me, I think, and fair for them. But I have to say, I'm not loving this that much. I've got to be honest. This reminds me of a few other songs that we've seen at Eurovision. And actually a little bit like Albania. That's already been chosen. A little bit. Not musically, style's different. Just presentation. There's a sincerity with them. I'm picking that up. One of them seems to be a little bit louder than the other three. I think it's this lady, the blonde lady. We can hear all four of them simultaneously, but one of them is just a little bit louder. That's that. Congratulations to them. Again, nice enough reception from the audience. But for me, if that was selected, I don't think that would do brilliantly in Liverpool. I don't think. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to have a little look here at the betting odds for Lithuania. And actually, what we've just saw there is the last place in the poll. That's among fans, though, and as last Saturday proved to me and pretty much to everybody, fan polls don't mean much really when it comes to selection of songs. The next song coming up is song number 8, and that's the one that Nathan Cassidy is looking forward to listening to. This is my first time, or will be my first time listening to it. This is called Love of My Life. So, yeah. So, what's your thoughts so far, people, on this national final? I like that it's moving along pretty swiftly. Some national finals can go on for forever. Hello, Italy and Malta. But I don't think we need to have a lengthy national final. But I understand the reason that we do. Personally speaking, I just like to get through the songs and, you know, watch the performances. So again, let me know your thoughts on these songs taking part tonight. Love of My Life is currently 4th in the fan poll. But Tunisia will take comfort from that because Theodore from Romania was 6th in the fan poll and went on to win. But anyway, we're about to hear Love of My Life. Let's hear it. Sitting just by the piano. It's a ballad. So nice texture to this performer's voice as well. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm finding it a little bit difficult to understand what she's singing. That might be just me and my old ears. Oh, hello. Where's that coming out of? Very simplistic song, isn't it? But staged quite nicely here as well, I've got to say. Lovely harmonies there. Lovely harmonies. Oops. I'd love a piano like that, actually. Look at me swaying to this. That's interesting. That was a very unconscious thing I've just done. Almost lullaby-ish. She's a very interesting performer. She's looking up most of the time. That, yeah. Very lullaby in parts. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. What are we saying, if anything, about this song? Let's see. So what are we saying here? Let's have a look at what we are saying. So, thanks for reading the blog post, by the way. I read your blog post. Croatia's entry had only 8% in the fan poll, yet they won with a landslide. When you add the general public, weird things can happen. But yeah, that's the thing. The thing about it is, I also said in that blog post, and I stand by it, which is it's the public's decision, and that has to be respected. And I 100% respect the decisions of the public. But again, as you say, Neon, it's like, it was in the fan poll 8%, and it won by a landslide for sure. But anything can happen, and that's what I love about the Eurovision. Anything can happen, and anything does happen. Anything does happen. So coming up now is song 9. My goodness, it's the second last song. How did we get here so soon? The second last song coming up, and this is by Gabriel Hughes, and this is going to be performed in Lithuanian, it looks like. And this is the second last song. Gabriel is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th place in the poll among fans. But as we've been saying, as I'm saying, anything can happen, of course. Yep, here we go. Here is this song. Keep your comments rolling as well, please. I'd love to read the comments. You're keeping me company. Okay, so here he is. Yeah, this is the first time I've heard this song as well. Station's interesting. But Benjamin and Crosa, I was just going to say myself there is reminiscent of that. I like that this is being performed in, I presume to be Lithuanian. In Iceland, which is happening right now, by the way. Their songs had to be submitted in Icelandic. No English or any other language, Icelandic. What's your thoughts on songs being performed in their own language? I think it's important. Love the little electronic drums. I have to applaud LRT for a really cool staging of these songs. Oh, hello. I was just going to say the Men in Black have joined on stage, but they bring a bit of energy I think's needed. Reminds me somewhat of Just from Latvia, who took part in Latvia's national final this year, but also was at Eurovision in 2016. That didn't feel like 3 minutes, I gotta say. I don't know if that was 3 minutes, it was shorter. It kind of flew past for me. Yeah, not bad. Different. Different is good. Different is really good. So congratulations to all the performers so far. There is one last song we have yet to hear. Is it the national broadcasters that have a language rule? Some of them do, I think. Some of them it doesn't matter, but certainly when it comes to Iceland, I know this from speaking to one of the Icelandic performers that all of the songs had to be submitted in Icelandic, and obviously what they then are able to do if they get to the final of their Icelandic final, I think they can perform them in either Icelandic or English, but for the semi-finals must be submitted and performed in Icelandic. And we are coming up to song 10 now, which is Monica, and the song is going to be called Stay, or is called Stay, and that has 3% among the fans at the fan poll. They sound like a part now, but certainly fan polls mean nothing. So we'll soon be able to have a little poll here on Eurovision 365, and whoever's here with me live, I want to know who your favorite song is, who you think is going to win, who you want to win the Lithuanian national final, and let's see who's right and who's almost right. We'll not say it wrong because it's Saturday night and we're all friends. So the Icelandic national final, Icelandic semi-final one is currently broadcasting across an RUV, and we will have a little look there as well. So we will have a little look and see what's going on there. So you have another Lithuania. Looks very pretty, I have to say. It's a country I've never been to, but on this, yeah. Vilnius 2024? Question mark? Anyway, let's see what sounds like this song. Here it is, song 10 of 10. I sound energized, don't I, when I just say that? This is called Stay. Oh. This is gonna. I'm gonna guess right away. This is gonna be an anthemic type song. All in orange, like it. Strong vocally. The backing singers are joining her. Oh. Oh, hello. Like this. There's a real joyous feel to this performance. great vocals. It's like the mamas have joined her on stage. It's like they've moved from Sweden to Lithuania to help out here. In fact, one of the mamas is performing at Melody Festival this year. Yay! I'm going to say at this stage now, there's a few of these songs which are much better than Monica from last year. Good staging here as well. You get a real sense of their togetherness. A little bit like Sadali actually imparts the staging. This is a little bit different as well. Like the energy here. Yeah, very African. Look, it's kind of like the Lion King in the background. Very African feel to this. That's very good. That's a good one to end on. Yeah, song 10 off 10. Ooh, that was a good one, I think. Very good. So what are you saying? Let's have a look. So solo sounds like Bronski beats. Yeah, very, very good comparison. Nathan Cassidy, you have changed your mind. You want song 10 to win now. That was really good. I like that sort of tribal African feel to that song. Very, very different as well. And again, as I've been saying throughout tonight, I'm looking and thinking ahead of myself with the audience in Liverpool and what is likely to be responded to very well. And I would say there's a few songs there particularly, but what we've just seen would do very, very well. So I want you now, I'm going to do the same, but whoever's here, I want you now to tell me who you think is going to win. Just one, not two or three, just one. Who do you think is going to win the Lithuanian national final? This would be interesting to see who is right and who was almost right. So let me know what you think. So I am going to say, when it comes to Lithuania, I'm going to say the song I think is going to win. I think it's between three, okay? I think it's between Like a Movie, song 5, Solo, song 6, song 10, Stay. And the thing I'm listening to as well was the audience reaction. I would say Beatrice probably got the best audience reaction. But if I'm going to pick one, and I am going to pick one because I want you to do the same, I'm going to say that, it's between 5 and 10. I'm going to say Stay is going to win the Lithuanian national final. I'd be happy with song 5, song 6, actually song 4 as well, and song 10 wins. So it's 4 for me, very good entries there. 6 not so much, but that's what I think. Tell me, what are we saying? Do we think it'll be a second year of Monica? Okay, so we want to hear the recap. Neon is reserving judgment. Fair play to you, Neon. But once we hear that recap, you have to decide. Okay, that's how it's working here. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see now that we've watched the performances if the polls would be changed. I think the poll is still the same. So Beatrice again is right out in front with 29% of the vote. Ruta is second with 17%. Paulina is third with 16%. Love of My Life 14%. Interesting. The last song we heard, Stay, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in the fan poll. The thing about that is, the Theodore was 6th in the fan poll last weekend, and if we've learned anything about last weekend, anything can happen. It's going to be shocking, right? Let's see. So Lithuania, of course, haven't won. They've never won. They took part, first of all, in 1994. The poll neon is actually on EurovisionWorld.com. A brilliant, brilliant website. It's one of the best I've ever seen out there, and compliments to everyone involved there. But certainly, as I said, Lithuania have never won. 1994. 1994 was their first appearance, and last year got to the final, of course. Monica did reasonably well, I would say, in the final. And I know she was pretty gutted about the staging, because a part of her staging was centered on that sun, and a big portion of her staging, like so many others, was centered around that staging. And I think once that was removed from it, the visuals, the aesthetics of it, it just didn't really work, probably. So she'd be right to feel a little aggrieved by that, I would say. So let's see. So in case you're wondering what's happening in Lithuania, they're just chatting. He's very important because he has a little file and a piece of paper. So we have a vote, another vote for song 10. So far there's 3 votes for song 10. Oh, Nathan Kelsey, that's 4. That's 4 votes now for song 10. So I think we're all saying the same thing. Neon is reserving judgment until we hear the recap, which is fair play. Just while chatting about this, I want to just very quickly let you know something about what's coming up, because obviously the Icelandic first semi-final is on tonight, and we have the second semi-final next weekend. But I was very fortunate enough to be able to chat to 2 of the performers taking part in Iceland. So have a quick look at this.
So I am Silja Rose.
I'm Charlotte.
Be sure to check out this interview at Eurovision 365.
Oh, they were absolutely lovely to chat to, and that interview will be on the channel. And the other thing as well is there's all the chats there. I've been chatting. I was very lucky to be able to speak to Sunstroke Project, who of course will be in the Moldovan national final. Will be 3rd time lucky for them. Will they get to Eurovision for the 3rd time, and will they win on their 3rd attempt? Well, time will tell. And of course, there's lots of other chats on there and rankings, etc., and well, you name it, and it's probably on there. So go check out the content and material. And of course, tomorrow we're going to be live again on Eurovision 365. Yep, back again. We'll be looking at the French entry, Lazara, and their song will be released tomorrow at 19:30 GMT is when the song is released. And I'm very much looking forward to that. I think France will be going into this contest really confident, I think, with a very seasoned performer like Lazara. So shall we have a look at what's happening here in Lithuania, I should say. Let's have a quick look. So it looks they are chatting, they are discussing, I believe, like trying to decipher that they are chatting about their thoughts, reflections on the performers, their performances, the songs in general. You can always tell when things get a bit tense, can't you? So we need to know, I need to know what people are saying. Yes. So here's a recap. Leon, hope you're listening. Oh, this just pause so it did. The sound is gone, so it is. The sound is gone on the thing. I think there's an issue. There's an issue with the connection. That's always a problem with these national finals. So many people want to watch them at the same time, but we're back, kinda. That's beyond my control, I'm afraid to say. That's as annoying for me as it is for you, let me tell you. Just as I put across, it goes and dies on me. Yeah, this is ever so frustrating, isn't it? That the thing is... Oops. So we have had a recap, and it's really the funny thing is they were chatting and chatting and chatting, and the whole time they were chatting and chatting and chatting. There was no issue with the connection from Lithuania, but as soon as they go into the recap, what happens? Anyhow, so what have you all been saying? You probably heard me laughing there or chuckling a little bit, and that was to do with Neon's little comment, which is horse, cowboy hat, Bronski beat, what can go wrong? Well, that's a good question. Overall, nothing amazing, Mike says. Well, you know what? Regardless of what everybody wants, what you want is equally important. So yeah, your view is very important as well here. I love song 6. I loved Ruta as well, but I think there's something about song 10 which I hadn't heard before. As I said at the top of the broadcast, I had only heard 3 of the 10 songs taken part previously. Duncan Lawrence, my favorite winner of all time. Of all time. That's interesting. It's great that Duncan Lawrence is still doing the rounds, as it were. Very, very good. Okay. Good point you're making there, Nathan. The Netherlands could be the one to look out for. Duncan wrote it. But previous winners have written songs before, and it hasn't always been favorable. So I'm again reserving judgment until I hear the song. I think I was one of the only people that preferred Solvay to win. I just loved that song. I thought it was a very, very good song. Very good song indeed. You think about the amount of times Duncan Lawrence has performed this song. Like, he could probably sing this backwards now, couldn't he? You can see he's about to wrap up the song. There he is. There he was. Duncan Lawrence sounding as good and as great as he always has. Okay, so I think we're approaching a result very soon in Lithuania. I think most people are saying song 10 here on the channel. Adam, thanks for your comment, Adam. It's great to have you here as always. Surprisingly, Lithuania has only ever sang totally in their native language twice in their history so far. The first in 1994 and again in 2022. Did they not sing in their own language, totally in their own language in 1999? Could be wrong. I thought that they did. I'm happy to be proven wrong if that is the case. So we're doing a recap again for anyone undecided. One final chance to decide who you think is the best song. I'll turn this up and keep my mouth closed. Yet again, when it comes to recap, they have decided to shut the whole thing down. But anyway, we have heard the songs and we know what the songs are. And they are doing a little recap in Lithuania as we speak. The connection, which is often the case when there's so many of us fans watching at the same time, it can be difficult to, and especially when it's coming to the end of the evening as well. I think I would kind of agree with what Mike said earlier on, which is overall nothing amazing. I kind of would agree with that. There's nothing amazing. I do think song 6, song 5, song 6. Song 5 and song 6 and song 10 would have the best chance of doing well at the Eurovision. But watch them choose something different. What do you see? It'd be so interesting. I always look forward to these the voting sequence, because anything can and does happen. By the way, when I'm thinking about voting, what was your thoughts on what happened last Saturday? 7 national finals. We are pretty much talking about one winning song, but what's your thoughts about the 7 national finals? What was the shocker, the biggest shocker for you when it came to the national finals last weekend? I was shocked pretty much all night, I have to say. Constant state of looking like that. Oh yeah, the countdown is on. So we just had news there from Melody Festival. Spoiler alert. Thanks, Mike. I haven't watched it. Thanks for that. But anyway, for those other people who were watching or wanting to know, Marcus and Artinis have won Melfest Semi 3. So Nathan, you are shocked about Estonia. Yeah, Estonia was one of those I liked. I've got to say I liked Estonia when it was selected, but when it came to my rankings, Estonia was way down the list, which surprised me when I looked over it again, to be honest. Yes, indeed. You seem really competent hosts here in, almost said Estonia, because we're talking about Estonia, but really competent hosts here in Lithuania. Like I said, they're moving things along really well. Neon, you make me laugh so much. You do. Skrata. I didn't listen to any national fan songs, so I wasn't shocked. So what I'm going to do now, very, very quickly, before we have the announcement of the votes and we will react to the winning performance, is I am going to take a very quick comfort break, also known as getting a drink. I'll be back very, very soon. So this is going to say 10 minutes, but I'm not going to be away as long as 10 minutes. So I'm going to be back very, very soon. Welcome back, welcome back. They're going through the votes now, I think. Yes, they are. Let's have a look. Oh, what's going on in Lithuania? Keep your comments flowing. So I think this is the jury vote. So let's see where our favorites are at. This is always the exciting part, isn't it? Need more fun. Let's have a look. Let Me Think About Me has 6 points. Love of My Life, Nathan Cassie's particular favorite, going to this 7 points. Beatrice, interesting, has 8 points. Ruta Moore gets 10 points, so that means only one thing. Monica gets the first 12 points. Congratulations to Monica. Is it going to be Monica 2 years in a row? Or a Monica, I should say, 2 years in a row. No surprises there, I don't think, so far. Okay, so we're now going for a second result. This is always exciting. Oh, he's shaking a little bit. Okay. Oh. I think we're losing some people now. Yeah. I quite like this performer here, actually. I really do like them. Come on, Beatrice. Monica. Come on, Ruta. Ruta Moore. Ruta Moore tops this particular poll. Monica is in second and Beatrice is in third in that poll. Or that vote, I should say. This is just confirming then how that translates into the votes from 1 to 12 based on the most popular vote right down to the least popular. I don't think any of us will be surprised at the top 3. I think they were the best songs of tonight. Monica Linkita. Right. They're so delighted. Mario Jones, it's 2 points. That's the only way to react to that kind of score, isn't it? Fair play. Juste, 3 points. And 4 points will be going to Moonbee. I like Moonbee. I like Moonbee's energy. Grabielis gets the 4 points. 5 points, beg your pardon. Paulina gets 6 points. Congratulations, Paulina. Petunia. Beatrice, oh, interesting. Beatrice gets 8 points. So it's between Ruta and Monica. You can feel, you can see the energy there, the nervous excitement. Oh, this is so labored, isn't it? Oh, so Monica got the 12 points. Monica looks pretty shocked there, has to be said. Oh. Ruta is not getting up to. Oh my God, Ruta, come on, Ruta. That's the funniest ever seen. I'm guessing that we have a winner then. Yes. So yeah, it's heard Liverpool there. So here we go.
Let's go to the green room because I think we have a winner.
Oh, it is official.
It's fairly obvious that we have a winner.
You'll have nobody to blame but yourselves for tonight's result, okay? It's your fault.
There you go. There's the late great Sir Terry Wogan, and we do have a winner. We have a winner. Yay! In Lithuania, Monica. Woo, woo, woo. Monica is the winning performer at Lithuania National Final. Monica, incidentally, was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in the fan poll again, going against what the fans thought, just like last week. I wonder will the favourites, when it comes to actual Eurovision, have the same issue when it comes to the voting. There's an interesting thing going on out there at the moment, I think, in Europe. But congratulations to the winner. Nathan Cassidy immediately saying a very good chance to qualify. I have to agree with you. But yes, we do have a winner. Let's see. Yes, let's have a quick view of what's going on in Lithuania. What do you think of the winning song? Was it your favorite? Most of us said song 10 whenever we were here in the chat, straight after the performances. I think we all switched. Funny enough, we all switched from our previous favorites and picked. We went for Monica, and in fact, it wasn't just us that went for Monica. The public has went for Monica as well as the jury. That bodes well. Let's see. You have a little look here at Monica chatting in Lithuanian, of course. Yeah, you don't need those slurs. So 2 years in a row, we have someone called Monica representing the same nation. Ruta was a little bit A little bit slow, I have to say, in getting up to congratulate Monica. You can understand that, I suppose. But it's great news for Lithuania. I think Lithuania, of course, are taking part in the second semi-final. They are taking part in the second half of the second semi-final. So that will be a good place for them to be, I would have thought. Yeah. I would say they have a good chance of qualifying based on this song, this performance. Very gospel-like, very tribal-like, and vocally extremely sound. So if you're just joining me, we do have a winner.
Let's go to the green room because I think we have a winner.
Oh, it is official. It's fairly obvious that we have a winner.
You'll have nobody to blame but yourselves for tonight's result, okay? It's your fault.
Yes, we have that winner in Lithuania, and Monica is still talking. I think she is delighted, as you would be if you just won your national final. So immediately, do we think that Lithuania will qualify? What result do you think they'll get? Top 10? Top 20? Fail to qualify? Let me know below what your thoughts are. Monica congratulates Monica. Yeah, I think we're ready. We're about to hear the winning performance this time. We have a winner, as I say. Let's hear it from Monica. Here we go. This is the winning performance. We do have a winner in Lithuania. It's Monica the Kinche Stay. This is the winning performance now. It's that moment of I can't believe I've just won. I love the outfit, by the way. Imagine representing your country at Eurovision. And the backing singers have joined her on stage. Oh, like I said, very African, very tribal. And there's the winner's confetti. The winner's confetti has wrecked the whole thing. It got stuck on a wire somewhere, I think. Again, there's a huge volume of traffic here watching this. I really like Monica. I think she has a great personality. I think that comes through, that shines through. Again, I think this will do very well in Liverpool. Yeah, the audience remains muted. I think Lithuania have made a very good choice, actually. This is one of my favorite parts of the actual performance. staging is really good. Just a real sense of togetherness here, akin to Sadali Sadali, as I said earlier. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is, yeah. Oh, we keep going. Why not? And the credits are rolling, but that's a brilliant song. I like it. I love the vibrancy of it. I love how African and tribal it is. I love that they keep singing even when the song has ended. I love the togetherness of those performers. I think they're very great together, very connected. That comes through. But it is time for my rating for this song, this live performance. My rating out of 10 for this live performance is 7.5 out of 10. It's almost an 8, but 7.5 out of 10. I congratulate and wish Monica and Lithuania the very best of luck. I think Lithuania is going to do really well in Liverpool. I just get that feeling that that is something that's going to be really appreciated in Liverpool. That's what I think. What do you think? You know, let me know. Please do let me know what you think. I look forward, as always, to reading your comments. Let's have a look at those comments. Have we got any comments? But we do have a winner, which is really cool. What are people saying? So, if you're just joining me, where have you been? So, welcome to Eurovision 365. We have just witnessed the winning song, the winner of the Lithuanian national final. It is Monica, who was nowhere really in the fan poll. She was sixth with 6% of the vote overall, but Stay has won convincingly. I don't think convincingly-ish in Lithuania. It was very close between her and Ruta Moore was so low. I would have been happy with all of those songs going across Liverpool, but it is Stay and it is Monica who will be going to Liverpool. Let's see. So what are we saying? So Nathan Cassidy, I think you've already said that, a very good chance to qualify. I think I've already highlighted that comment. Thank you so much for commenting. Mike is saying a borderline qualifier, I think, but definitely better song than last year. So maybe I would agree with that, Mike. I think last year's song, not as good as this, for me anyway. Nathan, absolutely, what an excellent vocal. Have to agree with you. And that's, bear in mind, that's her winning performance vocal. So you can imagine all the emotion, the draining feelings, the draining nature of the voting when it comes to it, the excitement, the nervous energy. Will I win? Will I not win? Will I go to Eurovision? Will I not? All those different feelings and emotions, and yet delivered a pretty much no perfect delivery there of the winning song. So Adam is asking a question I was about to ask. So, but is this the first time we have had two people of the same name singing for the same country at Eurovision 2 years in a row? I'd have to check that out, to be honest with you. I think what you could say, you might say that Lena was the same name for the performer 2 years in a row for Germany in 2010. Actually, the same performer. And then Jedward, of course, for Ireland in 2011 and 2012. So that's the same people, but in terms of the same name, of course, way back, we had Corey Brocken. If you know her, Corey Brocken won the 1957 Eurovision Song Contest, and then she went on to represent her country another couple of times. She then came back to Eurovision the next year, representing the winning nation as it was, and came last. So she won and then came last. And Alyssa Asea, the first ever winner of the contest back in 1956, came back and further 2 years in 1957 and 1958, and almost won in 1958. But in terms of names, like different people, I would have to check that out. What do you think out there? What's your thoughts? So what are your thoughts on the winning song. And actually, not just that, I want to hear what you have to say or read what you have to say about the songs that have been selected so far. So now we have 16 songs so far. Lithuania is the 16 of 16 songs that we know. Tomorrow, Sunday, the 19th of February, please, if you can, join me here across YouTube and Facebook. We're going to go live on Facebook, I think, tomorrow as well, on the channels, both channels, to react to that selection and that revelation of the French song by Lazara. And actually, do you know that that song title has been used before? The French song title, De Vitamon, sorry, I beg your pardon, Evitamon is actually a song that was performed, the same song title, by France Gall, who of course won the Eurovision in 1965. So just a little trivia for you. So yeah, share your thoughts on the songs selected so far. Have we got a winner of Eurovision? Okay, so I think we should maybe go over to Iceland. What do you think? The semi-final one results are almost in. I think that's what we're going to do. Thank you so much, Einar, for doing that. Within the chat community, within the community here, we agreed collectively that we would stay with Lithuania just because it was a national final. But I think we should go across to Iceland. We're about to go across to Iceland and see the results. So yeah, we're about to do that, Neon. So I think we're on Icelandic TV now. We are indeed. So this is what's happening. They're, of course, on a commercial break, but that's okay. This is live TV, folks. So the first semi-final, of course, took part in Iceland tonight. We have the second semi-final next Saturday. And yeah, just we're waiting on the results. Just to want to plug a little thing for it in terms of Iceland.
So I am Silja Rose.
I'm Charlotte.
Be sure to check out this interview at Eurovision 365.
So Celia and Carol will be taking part at the second semi-final next week. And I will, of course, be reacting to the live final. And yeah, so there's still a lot to happen. There's still a lot of countries. It's easy to forget that there are a lot of countries yet to share their song, and a lot of songs that are being internally selected too, of course. Nathan, you have Lithuania as your fourth. Nathan, I'd love to know who your third, second, and first is, and who actually makes up your top five, if you're able and want to share. So we are waiting to see what's happening in Iceland. As I said, there is a commercial break going on right now. As soon as that commercial break is over, we will be there for the final result. So in terms of the performers at semi-final one, we had Bragi, Moa, Benedict, Celebs, and Delia. Of course, all these songs had to be performed in Icelandic. And yeah, I think we're coming to result now. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what's happening in Iceland. Okay. I recognize this presenter, not this one, but the other one. I know he's a radio DJ in Iceland. Okay. Yes. So. Oh, the nerves again. We're so nervous. Oh God, they really are nervous too. Even the presenters are nervous, I think. I'm actually nervous now too. Please let them know. Put them out of their misery. Delia, who actually looked the most nervous out of all of them, has gotten through. Oh. Oh yes, I remember this. I reacted to all of the songs. I reacted to every song at the Icelandic national final. And don't forget to check out the video, but not until after this, of course. Oh, look how much this means. Like, that's such a lovely, genuine reaction, isn't it? It's so wholesome, I think. Oh, look, this means a lot. Iceland for me is one of those unlucky nations at Eurovision, I have to say. And they've been a nation that have historically taken risks, but a lot of the time those risks even haven't paid off. Okay. Right. Okay. So who else is joining? Oh my goodness me. Put that balloon away. The cameras are on. Look, the camera's over here. Oh. Congratulations. Bragi has gone through as well. I just want to say thank you so much for sharing that. They were saying that there were just 2 votes that separate second and third place in the semi-final. That is incredible, isn't it, when you think of it like that? 2 votes that separated second and third place in the semi-final. Wow. What's your thoughts on this, Einar? Oh, so that is it. So 2 songs go through. It feels like this is over. There's no messing about. It's over. Yeah. So that's it over. I'm so glad we actually went across there to check that out. It's a lovely moment there. So interestingly, what I want to check out actually is where those people were in the poll, because what we're discovering is that polls mean absolutely nothing in 2023. Let's see. Delia, to be fair, Delia has topped the poll in 25% of within EurovisionWorld.com, and Bragi, who also went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. So that's something interesting about being 6th in the fan poll. It kind of means you might win or might go through to the national final and represent your country. But yeah, Neon, Iceland is one of my favorite Eurovision countries. As I was saying there, in 1997, this is no lie, 1997, once I seen Paul Oscar performed, I really wanted him to win Eurovision 1987. And in many ways, Paul Oscar was a turning point, I feel, at the contest. Things really changed, and he was so beyond his time. And I think he was a victim of that, actually. Einar, you say, I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way. Einar, I'm very surprised how good Delia's vocals were live, but I feel like the staging is very lacking. She's my favourite to represent Iceland. Interesting. But I suppose the thing about the national finals, and I can talk about to a degree on the Irish national final, the staging in the Irish national final isn't great. I'm being generous, it's not great. When it comes to the Eurovision stage, of course, that's a bigger setting. You have more props to play with, you have better lighting, probably better camera angles, etc., etc. So I think if you're able to get through that national final and get on stage in the Eurovision, hopefully things will be happening. Adam Green, I have to say, I'm extremely looking forward myself to the finish. It's the only national final I think ever for me where I have liked every single song taking part. There's any one of four I would be happy winning, but I think should Cha 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 be selected next Saturday, well, I'd say it's a good chance that we're going to Helsinki in 2024. But you never know. But again, fan polls versus what happens, who knows? But I know that Karaja is very, very popular, so time will tell. So yeah, and we do know that the two performers that went through Heat 3 in the Melody Festival. I'm looking forward to. I'll watch that. I usually watch that and play it back on a Sunday, so I'll watch that tomorrow. But when it comes to the Melody Festival final, I will certainly watch that. So let me know your thoughts as well on tonight. What your feeling is. Tonight's a bit more chill, isn't it? It's a bit more laid back than last week. Last week was just go, 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 go from about 5:30 GMT right through to about 2:30 a.m. So we started on Saturday and we finished on Sunday. So yeah, tell me what you think about our winning songs. Tell me what you think about the national finals tonight. Surprises, shocks. I think I was shocked by how much I enjoyed the Lithuanian winning song. That was my first time watching it tonight. And I think because it was my first time and not knowing anything about it, I think that's a good judgment of what might happen in Liverpool. Because remember, there's so many people who vote at the Eurovision who aren't even fans like us, who don't even watch it. So what is on next week? I will let you know in 2 seconds. So what is on next week? Well, tomorrow we have France's song, Évidemment, is released to Évidemment, excuse me, and that would be released at 7:30 GMT. Then next Saturday, the 25th, we have two national finals. We have the Finnish national final and we have also the San Marino national final. And also amongst that, we have semi-finals and heats. The Portuguese first semi-final will be on next Saturday. It doesn't start till 9 p.m. GMT. Iceland's second semi-final is on next week, I should say. And the fourth and final heat of Melody Festival is on next Saturday. And then they have the semi-final and then the eventual final. And in Melody Festival in Heat 4, we have Loreen and Mariette, who I'm hoping is going to save things somewhat in Sverige. And then on Sunday, the 26th, we have the Polish national final. And I have to say, I talked about Finland there, but should Poland send Jan, I would say they have a good chance of winning the whole thing. Jan actually was on Northern Irish radio today, which I thought was really cool. I didn't hear the interview, but I saw on his Insta story that he was being interviewed on Northern Ireland radio, so I found that really cool. I'm not sure the reason for that, whether he has lived here or whether he knows people here or what, but it was good exposure, I suppose, for him. So now in semi-final 1, we know quite a few songs. We know the Croatian song, we know the Irish song, the Latvian, Malta, Norwegian, Czech Republic, of course. And that's it from semi-final 1. From semi-final 2, we know Belgium and Denmark and Estonia and almost said Iceland there, but Romania, Albania and Lithuania and Slovenia. So we know more songs that are taking part in semi-final 2 than semi-final 1. Do we have a winner of Eurovision yet? I'm going to say no, but Croatia is one of those countries that may surprise a lot of us as well. We'll see. And yes, Neon, you are right. Tomorrow is France, 7:30 GMT here on Eurovision 365. I'm going to go live again, I think, and chat about all things French and their time at Eurovision. So are you happy with the result tonight in Lithuania? Are you happy with the result in Iceland? Finland will be a corker. Yeah, Finland, I am really looking forward to a national final. I'm going to go live. I'm hoping to go live next weekend for the Finnish national final. I'm not going to be here in Northern Ireland, so I will try my best to cover as much as that as possible. But it's a final that I'm extremely looking forward to. Yeah, I think we're in harmony again. Finland National Select is going to be so good. Yeah, but my only, you know what I'm just thinking about now is that because of the way that there has been so many non-fan favourites winning, could that happen in Finland? I'm kind of really torn between two or three songs. I love Kuma, I love their song. Cha 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 clearly as well, and then there's the other one. I'm just going to try and get his name so I can say it properly. It's Hoid a Mute by Benjamin. I love it so much. So I am kind of torn between those three. I'd be happy with any of those three. No Business on the Dance Floor was my first Finnish song that I reacted to, and I loved it. But as time has gone on, I don't really listen to it now, to be honest with you. But certainly the Finnish national final is absolutely fantastic. So I just checked how long I have been running this live for, and it's 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's kind of flown in, so it has. But yeah, any last minute thoughts from you on the Lithuanian winner and also the Icelandic for semi-final? Just also to say that are the tickets going to go on sale very soon? I wonder. There's some talk out there that maybe the tickets are going on sale next weekend, but not like a week on Monday. So will that happen? Not sure. Oh my goodness, you don't need to thank me. Thank you for being here very much so. I'm pleased to keep joining, and share around the channel as well. Let people know if they don't know about Eurovision 365. Help them to know about it, and the more the merrier, that's what I say. Hoid a Mute, yeah, I think that's fantastic. Problems on Girls Like You, yeah, it is, Nathan. The only thing I would say about that, it reminds me very much of Benjamin Ingrosso. I think it's a song we've heard before, and it wouldn't be that original for me, but I do love the energy. I think like the vibe of him. As I said, I like every song at UMK this year, so I can't say a bad word about any of them. But certainly, no, thank you for being here, and please do continue to keep me company. It means a lot that you are watching this as well. So hoping to get tickets again. Yeah, thank you, and pretty much everyone else is hoping to get tickets. But yeah, I think they're going on sale potentially around the 27th of February, which would be a great birthday present for me. But if we can get them, but time will tell. Regardless of what happens, Eurovision 365 is going to be here for the duration of Eurovision 2023, and I'm looking forward to watching that, whether it's in the arena in Liverpool or whether it's here in sunny Ireland, north of Ireland. We shall see. But you know what, people, I just want to thank you so much for being here tonight. And we'll be here tomorrow. Don't forget, I'll be here tomorrow to react to the French song. And yeah, I just want to say thank you once more for being here, and see you soon.